Look at your bank account right now. If you are making more money than you ever have in your entire life, but you're somehow broker than you have ever been, you're not crazy. The media loves to blame this entirely on inflation, the housing market, or greedy corporations. But there is a silent, invisible tax draining the American middle class that nobody is talking about. It is a tax you voluntarily pay every single day. It was entirely engineered by Silicon Valley over the last 2 decades to siphon your wealth without you even noticing. It is called the convenience tax. Today, we are going to look at how the complete erasure of friction from the modern economy has accidentally made us all poorer. We are going to look at the financial baseline of the 1990s to see how a little bit of inconvenience accidentally built massive middle-class wealth. Most importantly, I am going to show you how the smart money in 2026 has stopped paying the convenience tax and exactly how you can build a high-leverage, zero-cost side hustle by charging it to everyone else. To understand how much money you're bleeding today, you have to look at the daily reality of how people lived in the 1990s. We look back at the 90s as this golden era of middle-class prosperity. And yes, housing was cheaper, but there was a built-in behavioral cheat code that protected families from going broke: friction. In 1996, life had friction. Everything you bought required physical effort, time, and inconvenience. If it was a Friday night and you wanted to watch a movie, you couldn't just click a button on your smart TV. You had to physically get off the couch, get in your car, drive to Blockbuster, walk the aisles for 20 minutes, wait in line, pay $3 in cash, and drive all the way home. If you wanted a hamburger on a Tuesday night, you either went to your own refrigerator and cooked it, or you physically drove to a drive-thru and handed a cashier physical paper money. If you wanted to buy a new pair of shoes, you couldn't scroll Instagram and use Apple Pay with your thumb. You had to wait for the weekend, drive to the mall, and walk around. That friction, the physical effort required to acquire goods and entertainment, acted as a natural, undefeated budget barrier. It forced your brain to pause and ask a very simple question. Is this actually worth my time and energy right now? Most of the time, the answer was no, because things took effort. You simply consumed less. You didn't buy the shoes, you ate the leftovers in the fridge, you retained your capital. The friction of the 1990s was an invisible shield that protected your wallet. Now, look at the trap of 2026. Tech companies realized that if they removed the friction from your life, they could remove your money at triple the speed. They sold us convenience, but they charged a massive hidden premium for it, and they attached it directly to your digital credit card so you never even feel the pain of the purchase. Let's do the brutal math on a normal week. You don't drive to get food anymore. You use DoorDash or Uber Eats. You're paying a delivery fee, a service fee, a tip, and a 20% inflated menu price. That turns a basic $15 meal into a $32 liability. If you do that just 3 times a week, you're burning over $200 a month purely on the convenience of not putting on your shoes. You don't buy software, music, or movies outright anymore. You pay for micro subscriptions. You have Netflix, Spotify, Amazon Prime, a meal prep kit delivery, and a digital fitness app. They automatically deduct from your account whether you use them or not. You're paying a massive premium simply to not leave your couch. This is the convenience tax. It is a silent, algorithmic wealth transfer from the middle class directly to tech monopolies. When you audit the average household today, they aren't just broke because groceries are expensive. They are broke because they are outsourcing their basic human life functions to apps and financing it at 24% interest on a credit card. Here's how you flip the script. The people who are getting wealthy in 2026 don't just cut out convenience to save a few bucks. They recognize that modern society is hopelessly, chemically addicted to convenience, and they use that exact addiction to build massive cash-flowing businesses. You need to execute the convenience arbitrage. Instead of being the consumer paying the tax, you become the provider charging the premium. The gig economy wants you to drive for DoorDash for pennies. That is a trap. You need to build a high-leverage service business that targets the affluent class who will pay anything to get their time back. Here's the exact 3-step convenience arbitrage playbook. Step 1. The friction audit. Look around your local neighborhood. What chores and frictions are your neighbors putting off because they hate doing them? I am talking about mobile car detailing, pressure washing driveways, mobile pet grooming, at-home oil changes, or assembling IKEA furniture. In 1995, a dad spent his Saturday doing this himself. In 2026, a stressed-out dual-income household will gladly pay you $150 to clean the inside of their SUV in their own driveway, simply because it saves them the 2 hours of driving to a detail shop and waiting in a lobby. Step 2. The white glove setup. You don't need a massive commercial loan to start this. This is your zero overhead hustle. You buy a few basic tools, a decent shop vac, some premium detailing chemicals, or a pressure washer. This is your spent WI brass. You do not compete on price. Do not put a flyer on a mailbox saying, "I'll wash your car for 20 bucks." You compete entirely on convenience. You're selling the ultimate luxury, time. You target high-income subdivisions. You make booking you incredibly easy via text message. You show up exactly when you say you will. You charge premium rates because you're bringing the solution directly to their front door. Step 3, the subscription flip. This is where the massive wealth is built. The tech companies got rich because they put you on a monthly subscription. You're going to do the exact same thing to your clients. Once you detail that SUV and blow their mind with your service, you don't just walk away. You offer them the maintenance convenience. You say, "I can come back the first Saturday of every month and keep this looking brand new for a flat rate of $100. You just turned a one-time hustle into monthly recurring revenue. If you get just 20 clients in a wealthy neighborhood on that subscription, you just built a $2,000 a month predictable cash flow machine with almost zero overhead. The modern financial system is perfectly designed to make you lazy because a lazy consumer is a highly profitable consumer. The people who are building actual wealth today have realized that inconvenience is a superpower. By embracing a little bit of friction in your own life, cooking your own food, driving to the store, canceling the Go subscriptions, you instantly stop the bleeding. But by selling convenience to everyone else, you build an empire. Stop being the guy paying the DoorDash fee and start being the guy charging the neighborhood for premium mobile services. The blueprint is right in front of you.